guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would bring you a slightly different video to the one that I did before. So I thought I'd just do more of like a sit down video and talk to you about a topic and a subject that I absolutely love and that I feel a lot of you also love, which is vintage fashion. So that's like designer vintage, charity shop vintage, like thrifted items. Instead of like doing a come shopping with me, I just thought I would talk to you and chat with you about all the items that I've bought like recently in the past year or so. So yeah, I just thought I would do another sit down, like my first like sort of sit down talking video with you guys, and just talk you through some of my favourite pieces that I found, the price, like where I got them from, and like where I recommend to look for like the best items really. So the first item that I'm going to show you guys is something that I bought I think around April last year, and I got this from a shop called Retro Woman, and Retro Woman is amazing. It's in Notting Hill, I think it's actually like Pembridge Road, and it's like a little small blue shop. So when you come out of like Notting Hill Gate station, if you just keep walking along that road, there's two, so there's like Retro Man and Retro Woman. So I saw these in there once when I went with Rakesh, like I went shopping with him, and I saw them and I was like, oh my god, I love them, but I didn't buy them. And then for about 2 weeks afterwards I was like, oh my god, I need to go back, I need to buy them. Didn't even see what size they were, and they were these little vintage Fendi wedges, and it turns out they were actually a size 7, which was my size, so I thought it was meant to be. So these were what I got, and these were in pretty good condition, to be honest. Sorry, they're a bit dusty because I wore them not that long ago. But I'll try and do like a try on for you guys as well so you can see. I don't know if you can see those. They've got like the traditional Zucca print on. I think that's how you say it, Zucca. And they're just like a little brown colour, but they're so cute. So they've got little Fendi on the buckle. And they're like a wooden wedge. So I wear these on nights out. They're not the most comfortable. And they've got a slight wear like to the bottoms, which is the only downfall. So I got these for £140, which for a pair of Fendi wedges is not bad at all. And I just saw recently that Flannels put a pair of Fendi wedges like on their new in, like literally the exact same as these. I'll try and insert a picture, and they were £700. So the price difference is unreal. I think for heels it's definitely something that you should not buy like brand new designer, because for the amount you're going to wear them, so many people give up their vintage ones. So it's definitely worth having a look there before you invest in like a pair for nearly triple the price or over triple the price. So I love these. These were my first vintage purchase. Right, so after I purchased my Fendi wedges, I sort of got a bit of a bug for like designer vintage shopping. So I kept going back to Notting Hill and to Retro Woman, and sometimes they don't have that much. The shop is actually very, very small. I actually find it quite hard to shop in terms of like clothes and stuff, because it is very like crammed in. But in terms of shoes, like they lay them out all in cabinets, and there are so many. They're all like really reasonably priced as well. And then they've also got handbags like at the back, like by the till. So I always look there, and I knew I really wanted like a vintage designer bag, like just like a little shoulder bag. I watch Sex and the City, so I love like the Fendi baguette, the Dior saddle. So I just kept like looking to see if there was something that I liked. I think it was like on their Instagram I saw a Gucci shoulder bag, so I went in specifically looking for that. I saw it, I liked it. I think it was like $230. Just like the classic like monogram. I'll try and insert a picture as well, like classic monogram shoulder bag. But then I was like looking there, and I just saw like this black bag like just on the side, and it just looked crumpled. I didn't know what it was. What's my mum? Oh my god, what is that? So I thought I'm just going to turn it over, and I see the little Prada symbol, and I was in love. It literally, well, the bag I'm about to show you literally looks like the new 2005 like re-edition style like hobo nylon bags that everyone's got. But this was actually last year, so before like that was like the trend. So this is what I got, which was the Prada. I think it's the 2005 hobo. I can't remember what the, I don't know what the leather is, but it's like this really soft buttery leather. It's the perfect size. It's got all the silver hardware, all Prada on the zips and everything. So everything they sell in Retro Woman is authentic. They've authenticated downstairs. So I absolutely love this. So cute. And this has had a lot of wear. And I think a really great thing about like designer second-hand purchases is that you don't have the same fear factor as if you purchase something brand new. So a new Prada bag would say, I've got new Prada bags, they're like £700 plus, whereas this one was, I think I got it for 160, so only a little bit more than the shoes. And this is just such a great investment. It was slightly warm when I got it, so when I first got it, it had like a few little chips out of the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but Mum just got some like black shoe polish, buffed it up, and it looks basically good as new. So I absolutely love this. So the next purchase that I made, it was like a little while after, I think. So I think I was on holiday, it was like during the summer, so I wasn't really like looking at vintage shops that much until I went to Notting Hill, Portobello Road Market like on the weekend with my dad. I'd never actually been to the market like on a weekend before, so this was like a new experience for me. And I saw this stall with like loads of vintage bags, Fendi's, like Dior, like loads of Dior bags, loads of Balenciaga bags, and I saw hanging up again like a little black bag. So after I got my Prada one, I love my Prada, but I really did want a Fendi baguette. That was like my goal that I really wanted for so long. Ideally like the same print as my heels, but I knew that was going to be really hard to find. I did see a few in Brick Lane, but they were like so expensive. They were like £450 plus, and they were not great condition at all. So I went to this stall and I saw this black bag like hanging up on like a chain thing, turned it round, and it was this baguette. So this was like the bag I was looking for so long. So I got it, and this was 120, I believe, and you're probably thinking, why was it so cheap? I basically think someone that had it before me put it in the washing machine. This is what I'm guessing, because, or that it was just so old that the straps were away, because where the actual, I don't know if you can see that, there should be like a buckle strap, like a canvas strap, but clearly someone, and also I think it's supposed to be a bit more shiny than this, and this one's quite matte. So I think what's happened is someone basically put it in the washing machine and it just lost its shine, and maybe the strap came off, so it's just got a replacement strap, which I don't mind, but I think that was why it was so cheap. And I basically done all the authentication on it myself. They did say it was all authentic, although I'm a bit wary of buying like fake vintage things. So it's got like the Fendi, I don't know what that's called, like stamp and everything. It's got the zip. I do not know what the stall is called, so I literally can't give you any help up there. It was on a Saturday and it was about midway down the market, sort of like where All Saints is, like a bit past there. This was like last summer though, so I have no idea if it's still there or not. So yeah, I was super happy that I finally got a Fendi baguette, and this has also had so much use. I think this one is quite a lot older than my Prada one. I think this is probably about 90s or even 80s, because it just looks a bit older. But I use this on nights out. I use this like just as a day bag. It's also a really great size. So I've just got a makeup bag in there at the moment. But these were like my two just go-to bags for so long, and I absolutely love them. Right, so the next two things I'm going to show you are not actually like vintage designer thrifted, they're just like charity shop thrifted. So I think I got these around September time, so I think I did a lot of like other designer shopping, not so much vintage, so I think I was trying to save my money, and I just started like going into a lot of charity shops, like just my local ones, and I ended up finding this adorable little bag. It's a Liz Clairbon bag. I don't really know what that is, but it's super cute. It's sort of like a Gucci monogram, so from far away, like on outfit pictures, you would not, like, it basically looks like a designer bag. And Primark do one so similar to this, which is like supposed to be a copy of like a Gucci one, and I think it's still like £15. This was £2. £2. So crazy. And this is so cute. It's basically hardly worn, and this goes with like all my beige outfits, and I take it on nights out in the day. It's great for outfit pictures, like I said, because you can't even tell if it's designer or not from like far away. But this was just super cute. And then not long after I bought that one, I also bought another one. So I was in another local charity shop to me, and I came across this, which I originally thought was like a Guess bag because of the G's, like a little copy of a Gucci bag. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually not. I don't know what it is. It just says Georgia Bags inside, so I have no clue. But this was also £3. So it's got like the little G monogram on the back, and these are quite similar, but I thought this was really cute for like nights out because it's got the little diamante details on the front. Also goes with like all my neutral outfits so well. And yeah, these were just 2 really cute little purchases. I just thought I'd include them because they're still thrifted. Right, so the next thing that I'm going to show you guys is something that I actually purchased at the same time as that G bag. So I saw this hanging up and I thought, it can't be real, it's £2, like it's not going to be real. And it's going to be quite controversial, but it's a fake Louis Vuitton bag. And I don't know what this monogram print is called, it's like a collab one. I just thought it was a really cute bag and I just thought I would like it for outfit pics. But when I got home I was like, I really don't want to have like a fake bag like in my closet basically. Like I really just wanted to use it for something else. And this is something I also wanted to discuss, like when it comes to vintage and designer, like upcycling. So I basically am planning on taking the padlock from the front. I'm going to try and get my boyfriend to like cut it off, and I'm going to try and put a chain through it to turn that into a necklace like the trend on Instagram. And then with the material like of the monogram print, I'm going to try and cut the bag, and I'm going to stick this like use it to customise my old Air Max, like a lot of people on Instagram have also done with like the Air Dior Jordans, whatever they're called. So that is the plan with this bag. I mean it is a cute bag. I was going to originally just use it for outfit pictures because it is really cute, but I don't like having fakes in my wardrobe, and then I don't want other people to think that everything else that I have is fake because I've got a fake one. And also another controversial opinion, but I'm just not the biggest fan of Louis Vuitton in general, like especially the brown like monogram print. It's just not really for me. I do like the like crossbody bum bag that a lot of people have, but I just think like the Neverfalls and like the shoppers, for me, I just associate with like fakes, or like I don't know. That's quite controversial because I know everyone loves Louis Vuitton, and like, I do like a lot of their stuff, but for me it's just not my favourite designer brand. But yeah, I don't know. Vote down below if you think I should keep this as a bag or if I should use it to customise my shoes and turn it into a necklace, because I still don't know. I don't want to like wreck the bag and then everyone's like, oh I want to buy that off you or something. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Next I'm going to talk you through some of my clothing purchases that I've made like through Vintage or Thrifted. So most of the clothing that I've bought was from Brick Lane. So I love Brick Lane, like the underground market, which is also like one of my favourite places to go at the moment for like vintage, and that's like everyday vintage. So like Portobello Road Market is really good on weekends, and really good like on weekends mainly. It doesn't really have many shops like just to go in every day, whereas Brick Lane has got loads, so that's just sort of my go-to at the moment. So a shop that I discovered like sort of through Instagram and then obviously went to was Serotonin Vintage, and this is one of my all-time favourite vintage shops, I think, or maybe even my favourite vintage shop. So they basically curate everything so well in there, like they buy in really like trendy pieces. Everything in there is like such a 90s vibe. They have a lot of like Galliano, Moschino, Dior and Cavalli, a lot of like really nice pieces. It's a lot easier to shop in there than a lot of the other vintage shops that I've been in, so it's definitely worth going in there. And they've also got really great sunglasses, shoes, like accessories, but not as much. Like I prefer them for clothing. So I went there like not that long ago actually with my dad, and I saw like a girl like putting away this top and I was like, oh my god, I love that. So it is this like a little Cavalli lace top. I actually think I showed this on my Instagram as well, so you've already, like some of you probably would have already seen it. It just sort of like gave me such like 90s vibes. I love the colour, and then also you can see at the back it's got like this gorgeous little frill, and I just think it's just so unique, and I just don't think you can get like this quality of clothes. Like I don't know, just so many clothes now, it's just like fast fashion, it's just so boring. Like the amount of times I've gone into Westfield, like gone into Topshop, gone into Zara, and I just walked out because I can't bother to look in it anymore. Like I just think going vintage and like buying unique pieces that are just so like special, and obviously it's a way of buying designer things for like a fraction of the price. So this was the Cavalli top that I got, and I love it. I'm yet to actually wear it. I only bought it like probably a month ago, but I'm probably going to wear it like on a night out or like with flared jeans, like give a full 90s vibe. I don't actually know like what year or era this is from, but I don't actually know what the price was. I think it was roughly about £25 or £20, which for a Cavalli top is not bad at all. And also just for vintage in general, because I've been to Brick Lane and a lot of the stuff there is very overpriced. Like a lot of the Nike just sweatshirts are like 50 quid. A lot of t-shirts are like really expensive, and a lot of like the Dior, I've seen like Dior t-shirts in the underground market. I saw one that was like £2.50, whereas if you got it from Serotonin I think it'd be more like 80 to 100, which is actually really good. So I got a discount on this. I think it was actually supposed to be 35, but the guy at the till, because I was buying 2 items, so if you buy 2 items at Serotonin you always get a discount. So he was, I'm going to show you the next item in a minute, but I basically bought 2 things. So he was like, oh yeah, I'll give you both for, I think it was 45, so I think this was 25 or 20, and then the other piece was 20 or 25, I can't actually remember. But the other thing is Cavalli too, so I'll get that and show you guys. Right, so I've got 2 more things to show you guys. I'm going to be trying to be quick because I've just seen my camera's about to die. So the next thing that I got, I actually got at the same time as my other Cavalli top, from Serotonin Vintage as well, and it is this little cute, this is like just Cavalli, I don't know, actually no, Class Cavalli, I have no clue what that means, but it's just another cute little retro vintage cardigan, and this is perfect for the transition into like winter spring because it's like warm but not too warm, so you can just wear it on its own with some cute jeans, and it just gives like such that 90s vibe, and without buying like a replica from Topshop or something, like it's actually the real deal but for a fraction of the price. I think this was like £25, and I've already worn this so many times. It goes with everything, and it's basically like a nice take on a classic like little jumper, but then because it's got this like fringing detail it gives like major Carrie Bradshaw vibes, which I'm definitely here for. So yeah, I absolutely love this. So I don't know like the time era, but yeah, I love this. So the last thing I'm going to show you guys, I've not really left like the most exciting till last, but I thought I'd include them because I really loved them. So this was another purchase that I made from my local charity shop, and I was basically looking for a pair of heels, like the little square toe like kitten heels like that Topshop sell, but I just wanted to like find a little bit more of like a different pair, like a more original pair. So I went into my local charity shop like I said, and I got these, which they're only from Peacocks, which is, so they're probably only cheap anyway, but they're like these little gold kitten heels. I'll try and hold on so you can see better. But yeah, these are so cute. They're like a really nice gold colour. They've already been worn in quite a lot, which was something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about if you're buying like second-hand heels. I know that how uncomfortable heels can be like when you first purchase them, so if you go like second-hand, then they've probably already been worn like a number of times. They're probably already worn in slightly, making them a lot more comfy. So I absolutely love these. I've already worn them like twice, and these, well, they've already got the price on them, £5, which is just crazy. So yeah, if you're looking for like a little pair of like vintage kitten heels, or another thing that I've seen so much of in like vintage charity shops is hello, do you want to be in the vlog? Not vlog, video. Come here. Sorry, it's my cat. So another thing I've seen so much of in like vintage and charity shops is cowboy boots, which is another thing that I really want to buy, and I've seen so many of these in Brick Lane. They've just not been in my size, which is so annoying, but that's definitely something that I want to purchase next, hopefully for summer, because I think they look so cute with the denim shorts and like that little like 90s vintage vibe. Hi guys, so sorry about the mess. I just realised I literally missed out the most important item, and like my most favourite item that I literally bought last week, so I just thought I'd show you that to end the video. So basically I've been like looking at this online store called Designer Exchange for like months now, and they do such good bags, such good accessories, and they're all like really good prices. So I've always been looking on there but not actually purchased from there, and I saw this bag probably about like 2 months ago, and I was going to buy it, and then I was like, oh, I don't know if I like trust it, I don't know if like the delivery will be good and stuff like that, because it was an online, it was from Leeds, so obviously I had to order it, no, Birmingham, had to order it in, even though they've got actual stores in Chelsea, Kensington and Knightsbridge. But anyway, I saw this bag and I was like, oh, I sort of want it, I sort of don't, like I really want to order it, I don't know how big it is because you can't really get a good feel for it from the pictures alone. And then I saw the other day it had actually gone down to 175, and I was like, oh my god, I just really can't stop thinking about it. And then I saw Bella Hadid had posted a picture like with this bag in black. I was like, oh my god, it's meant to be, I have to get it. So I ended up ordering it and I could not be more happy. So I'm just going to do like a little unboxing for you. This is a Dior, vintage Dior. And I actually saw that this was from the year 2005, which is actually funny because a lot of my bags that I've bought vintage have all been from 2005. So here it is, it comes in. So this comes in a Dior dust bag, and this is the bag. So I think it's called the Fun Diorissimo hobo bag. and it's such a nice size. I'm literally obsessed with this bag, like I love it so much. I'm so happy that I bought it. So it's got like the classic Dior monogram print in brown, and then it's got like the pop pink like detailing on it. And the reason I was also drawn to it is because recently I've purchased a lot of designer accessories like from Selfridges in this pink colour. So I actually got a pair of Balenciaga sliders, socks and a hat all in this colour. So I just thought for summer, like with the sliders, like with this bag, like with my cap, it's just such a vibe, and I'm obsessed with it. And I just wanted to also say that I could not recommend like Designer Exchange, the website, and like their online service anymore. It said that this bag was rated 2-star in terms of like wear and stuff, and no way is this 2-star. Like there's literally nothing wrong with it at all. I think there's a slight mark in the inside in the lining, but other than that it's literally hardly been worn, considering it's like 15 years old. It's like stunning. So yeah, I ordered it and it ended up coming, said it was going to take 3 days I think, and it ended up coming like 2 days after, like early in the morning. It was like trackable, all their things are authenticated. I also have a 12-month warranty on authenticity, so if like you do get it authenticated and someone like disagrees or whatever, you can actually get your money back. I've also done all the authenticity checks on this, and you can sort of feel when it's real or not, but I do really trust them, and obviously the fact they've got a shop and everything, I just felt a bit more confident ordering from there than like Vestiaire. I have heard a few stories where people have been given like non-authentic items from Vestiaire, so I didn't know if that was something I really wanted to risk, especially if it was a lot of money. But yeah, this bag was £175, and it was the best £175 I've ever spent in my life. And then I think it was £6 delivery, which is not terrible, and it was all trackable. And also, if you did actually decide that you wanted to return the bag, you can return it in store or online, and you also get your shipping fee paid back to you. So basically it's free for shipping if you decide you don't like it, or if it came and it was like marked or something, then you do get your full refund. But yeah, for online, and also I'm going to try and check out one of their stores. I literally cannot believe I nearly missed this ice mat because it's probably my all-time favourite vintage purchase. So that's the end of the video, I guess. So I'd say a roundup of my favourite places to go would definitely be check out your local charity shops. It's definitely a really good way of like shopping locally, getting really unique pieces and getting them for probably under £5 if you go locally. Brick Lane, mainly for clothing. Serotonin Vintage in particular is like my absolute favourite, and also the Underground Market is really good. And then Portobello Road, Retro Woman if it's just like every day, or the market at weekends if you're looking for like specific designer bags or designer pieces. They're definitely my go-tos. Thank you so much guys for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you on the next video, which hopefully will be not long, and hopefully I'll take you actually along with me to like vintage shopping in the future. Thank you so much for watching guys, bye!